Good afternoon from the home of Hell Track, Northwest Calgary, Alberta. Well, I did say I was going to put a different seat post and handlebars on there, and I did put different handlebars on there. They're just a different color. And they got the first proper wash since I've seen the bike in 2017. I just take a quick boo at some of the components here, and yeah, Diamondback layback gusset seat post, just like the old elf seat posts. And this one's supposed to look like the hard plastic, but it's a little padded from my old butt. And of course I got a BFR on a VFR, pun intended. And I guess I'm going to tell you all a story about this bike, whether you want to hear it or not. In 2017, I brought this bike in to Mission Snow and Skate Shop. By the way, they were founded in 1998. That is the logo. I have that on my racing bike as well. But anyways, I had this bike brought in to have a set of rear brakes put on it in 2017. And then the shop went out of business and the owner never called me. And this bike and another bike went missing. And I'm very happy I got this bike back, but the other bike that went missing was a 1983 Diamondback Silver Streak, the Diamondback 2, with all original decals. It had a red tough neck and a matching sprocket, as well as it had red inserts on the Mongoose Pro Class rims. It had a right out of the bag hinged MX seat post clamp, right out of the bag MX 1000 levers, right out of the bag flight pads that had never been taken out of the bag since the 80s until they went on my bike, and I had a hard number plate, and I was number 32. I had a lot of stuff on that old Diamondback, and I'm really sad that I am probably never going to see it again, and it doesn't surprise me that the individual who quote-unquote borrowed my bicycles, I'm not surprised that their memory fails them on as to where that one went to. It's unfortunate. Looks like I gotta take a little rust off there, but yeah, the Diamondback gusset layback seat post, just like the Elf layback seat post back in the day. And I really like it. And yeah, it's supposed to look like hard plastic, but it's not. And yeah, some of the components came up pretty dang well on it. So you got the GT Mohawk hub and an Array 7X rim. I mean, that's in real damn good shape. Same as the BFR and the VFR there. I mean, all the components are in really, really good shape, with the exception of a little scuffage on the rim. there's no hop, there's no ding, there's no nothing. And I am pretty sure that this bike came with Tektro V-brakes on the back and not the Dayar XT. But either way, guys, I mean, as much as this is gonna grind the teeth of some purists out there, it is gonna stay this way for a little while. I am one set of handlebars shy of this being a complete era correct mid-school build, with the exception of the seat post, rear rim, and handlebars. And of course the rear brakes. And it's likely I might sell this. As much as I like this bike a lot. If my wife doesn't want to keep this one and ride on it, it's probably going to get sold. I have my eyes on a 2001 GT Pro Series 24-inch bike, double body chromoly. And I really like those frames as much as I like the older Pro Series frames from the 90s and stuff like that. The 24s, they flexed a lot and cracked a lot, and the 2001 was a much better choice. You can see a bit of overspray on that back there. That ain't me. Yeah, a little bit of orange peel, but what I'm thinking of doing, because this back end is so choppy in the paint, you can see that, I'm thinking of possibly masking off from the seat post tube, and I'm gonna put on some of that Easy Strip low VOC paint stripper. It works really good. Just paint it on, and I'd be able to wash that back end off, mask it up, And I will be able to spray it black again once it's down to metal, and you won't be able to see any of the chips and imperfections. And then I'll go over the frame one time with a matte clear or a semi-gloss clear coat, and it'll make it look all one uniformed texture. But I would have repainted this. I can't find these decals. You ain't gonna find these decals anywhere online, period. I think some of them are pretty cool, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, I could have shown these a little bit better than last time I was on the bike, but I figured once it's cleaned up, it'd be worthwhile looking at, right? 100% steel. Ah, she ain't chrome molly, fellas. It's the way she goes. But from the home of Hell Track, fellas, I'm gonna go take a ride out in the what we have for sunshine at the moment, and hope everybody out there stays rad. I appreciate the comments some of you guys left on the videos, and maybe any of y'all got a suggestion. I've been looking at handlebars. I can't quite come up with nothing I like other than the old school two-piece classic dyno bars. They look just like the GT racing bars, and that's what I'm gonna go with. But anyways, fellas, stay rad.